Hey everybody. Hello, happy Wednesday or hump day. It's Ann popping back on the live with you for cooking tonight. So I'm really curious who's cooking with me. Do you have dinner plans? Do you know what you're doing? I am going to show you several things I've been doing this week, but one is a really fast dinner, could be breakfast, could be brunch, but I'm actually going to make some individual quiches that are full of protein, not heavy in calories, and really fun and easy to do. And you know what the best part is? So this recipe makes 6. And by the way, if you get a large muffin pan, yours is going to be like a beautiful teal color. This is the old style. But they will make 6, this recipe. And if you don't have 6 people to eat them tonight, I have found that they freeze fantastic. So bake them, let them cool completely, then put them in the freezer, and then they warm up and are just like fresh if you use it in the air fryer. It takes about 7 minutes on air fry. So you can bring them back to life for a couple days from now if you're only cooking for 1 or 2 of you. So if you're popping on live with me, let me know if you like quiche. Let me know if you're cooking tonight and what you're making. It's a lot of fun if we have some comment feed going on. But I also have some big news. No, I'm not retiring, but we have some Pampered Chef things retiring. And, I always hate this because there's usually a favorite or two in the line that's leaving. And you guys, there's several this time. And they are literally while supplies last for the next 2.5 weeks. So I thought it would be really important that I shared a few of them with you as I go along too, okay? But let's do the recipe and we'll kind of talk about that as we're going. So buy refrigerator pie crust. Pie crust already made if you need to save yourself a step. That's what I did. Then I used the rolling pin, have my silicone mat here, and I used our biscuit cutters. We have biscuit cutters. You guys, these are leaving the line. They are favorites of mine. I use them quite often, but I rolled out the pie crust and then cut the circles. And so I've already dropped 6 of them in here. I will just drop this, or 5 of them in. I'll just drop the 6th. And you don't have to be perfect by any means. Remember, this is an individual quiche. And, excuse me, just kind of tuck it to the sides so that you have 6 shells. Okay, and then we're going to talk about the fillings that we're going to put in quiche. Excuse me, terrible tickle. So one other thing, as I share some of the things that are leaving, like the biscuit cutters, I have no knowledge if they're changing something about them and bringing them back. But generally, if we have something leaving the line, it's either because can't get the supply, there's a manufacturer change, or it just wasn't that popular because everybody has their own favorites. I personally love the biscuit cutters because we like to make sausage, biscuit, and gravy, breakfast sandwiches, individual pies, individual quiche. So that's something that's important to me. Now, the filling has 6 eggs, and I've already put the eggs in here. And so I've just whipped them with the mini whipper. And this is one of our stainless steel bowls. But I do want to add a half a cup, a half and half. And this is the 1 cup size of the measure-all cup. And I'm not sure, most of you guys know that this is the side that you use like sticky things, like Karo syrup or peanut butter, mayonnaise, and then you just push it out and scrape it off. But did you know the other side is for measuring liquids? So I just need a half a cup of the half and half, and you can see right to the half cup line, and there's a pouring spout. So I just want to add that to my eggs and do a quick whipping with that. And while I'm doing that, this little mini whipper that I'm using, just an FYI for you, that is one of the customer specials in February. And I said, yes, one of them, because there's actually a couple different customer specials. So if you do need to do any Pampered Chef shopping, if you want to do more than cooking along with me, and you want to do any shopping, if you spend $80, you get this for free, the little mini whipper, bring it back into the screen for you. If you spend $100, you get the 1 quart small glass batter bowl with lid also. So you actually get both. And then we still have our promotion going on that if you spend $150, you get free shipping. Okay. And then I want to season this a little bit. I'm just going to use fresh ground pepper, and I'm going to use a little bit of coarse sea salt. And we like pepper and sea salt in our house. And you guys, this is an older style of the salt and pepper mill, but that's another thing that's leaving the line, not the mill, but our incredible top quality peppercorns. So that really caught me off guard as well. So just whip in the seasoning, and you could get really, you could go a little bit wild on these seasonings. You could add things like dill. You could add paprika. So that's kind of up to you. But now I want to talk about the fillings that we're going to do. And so for ours tonight, I've decided that we're going to use a little diced up ham that I've already diced up. So I'm going to just split this. It's about 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to split it evenly amongst the 6 quiches. Just use what you have on hand, you guys. This was leftover ham, so this is a perfect way to use it and make something different. Then I am going to use some fresh spinach. You want to get that extra iron and protein. So I just put some spinach leaves in the 1 cup prep bowl, and I'm just using my shears to snip them a little bit. And I have to tell my husband, he loves fresh spinach in salads, but he does not like cooked spinach at all. So guess what? Only 3 of these are getting to spinach. So he can have the half that doesn't have any spinach. And we're not eating them all tonight. I'm doing that trick I told you about of freezing them, reheating them in the air fryer. Just a fantastic trick. This is time for some mushrooms. This is the smallest size bar board. It's pink because it's a promotion. And I'm intentionally, probably should move this a little bit for you. I'm intentionally showing you a few things that are, you can't get it. Like if you order this small bar pan now, or bar board now, it comes with a gray silicone. But you guys, that is one of the reasons I'm still with Pampered Chef after all these years, is because the quality. And so they stay wonderful for a long, long time. So you don't always have to have the newest version in your kitchen if you don't want. So I'm going to add the mushrooms. Definitely going to need to do some more mushrooms here to the quiche cups. And then I thought I would add a little bit of green onion and a little bit of Havarti cheese. And I don't know what kind of cheese you guys like, but Havarti cheese is a Danish cheese that is really, really good, really great to use in all kinds of different recipes. And so that is what I'm going to use in the quiche. And you don't want a ton of cheese because you want the quiche to be nice and firm and to be easy to spoon onto a fork or bite into if somebody's grabbing one of these to go. And so I'll show you that in just a second. I'm just going to take part of this green onion, take the ends off. One great way if you're just working with a knife, I have a green onion here. A really fast way to work with this is to slice it the long way, put it back together, slice it the long way again. Try to keep it in the same spot if you can. This one came sliding out. And then you can just dice it really quickly right there. So I'm just going to dice up some of this green onion. And wow, this smells pretty powerful. I wish you guys could smell or taste through the lives. Wouldn't that be fun if you could actually get a sample right through the live? And I had, I don't think I want all that. It smells really strong. So I'm just going to put a little bit in each cup. And one question I wanted to ask you guys tonight is, I wondered if we should try something new. And I wondered if anybody would want to like cook along with me. So like if I would post a recipe and the grocery list on Sunday and set a time during that week that we were going to actually go live and cook together, say 6 o'clock Wednesday night, would any of you want to cook the recipe with me and have it for your family's dinner that night? If that sounds kind of intriguing to you, let me know in the comments. And kind of together we could figure out what we were going to make, which might be kind of fun. Time for another retiring product. So handheld utensils in the kitchen are so much by personal preference. Now this is called the small silicone turner. This has become a favorite, and we're coming out with several new products in March, and there are new utensils. But there's nothing quite like this. This is that in-between size. So it's not our famous little brownie spatula, and it's not our great big spatula. I love this. We feel like it's that perfect egg turner, plus so many other things. It's leaving. So I have a couple extra in my cart because I don't want to be without them ever. So if this intrigues you, put it in yours as well. Now, here's the block of Havarti, and I like to buy this at Aldi's. They have several kinds of Havarti. They have a great selection, and like I said, I don't want too much cheese in here. So I'm just going to use the plane of our big adjustable grater, and I'm just going to grate. That's probably enough cheese. I'm going to just grate some cheese quick and put it on, and evenly between these cups. I guess maybe I should put a little bit more in the half that doesn't have spinach, but I think we're going to be good here. But again, Havarti melts beautifully, and it's a very mild cheese. Makes a really great grilled cheese with tomato and avocado too, or even some bacon. So there's the 6 cups now filled with the filling. And then all you do, the rest of the recipe, all you do is you pour the egg mixture over the top so that it's like that level. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Can you see? It's not overflowing the pan. It's just there at the top. And then you pop these in the oven and at 350 for about 30 minutes. And then let them set for 5 or 6 minutes before you pull them out of the pan. And then they'll be ready and just great to serve and eat. So that's just a quick, fun idea. And a couple other things I've been doing. I have some friends coming on Friday. It feels so good to have a little bit of a small gathering with some normalcy for life. But Valentine's is Monday, and so I thought, oh, I'm going to have a little goodie made for them. And so I just wanted to share something really fast if you want to make a sweet snack mix for Valentine's too. So I'm just going to bring the ingredients over here and tell you what I do. It is so easy, you'll probably laugh at me. Let me just grab them. You need 5 ingredients. And as you can tell, I buy generic store brand whenever I can, and if I know it's really good, okay? So this is just a sweet snack mix. And so you use 1 cup of cocktail peanuts. You use an entire bag of pretzel sticks. You use an entire box of Crispix cereal. And I have to tell you, I was thrilled to find this generic at our store because it's a great quality. I've already tried this on 1 batch of this, and it's way less expensive. And use the whole box. And then you use, this is where I don't use store brand. You use the whole package of Ghirardelli white chocolate. You want to melt this, so follow the melting instructions on the back. I prefer to melt this on top of the stove because you have a lot more control than a microwave when you never quite know. If you know your microwave completely, then go for it. I don't seem to have that great of luck, so I do it on top of the stove. And then you put in an entire package of seasonal M&Ms. So it is literally a dump recipe. So 1 cup of peanuts, a whole bag of pretzels, a whole box of Crispix, a whole bag of M&Ms by the season. Put that in a big bowl, then melt your package of white chocolate, drizzle it over the top, stir it, and then kind of scoop it out in clumps. I think it's a lot more fun and a lot more attractive. Even if you're going to kind of bag some up and give in a gift, put them in clumps and then put the clumps in a bag and tie some red ribbon around it. That's what I'm going to do. So that's a really fun snack that's easy that I just wanted to throw out there. And then one other thing, well, actually 2 things. Okay, this is probably the thing that rocked my world the most on the retirement list. And I'm not even going to open a bottle of wine because I don't need any wine tonight. But you guys, I've talked about this before on my lives. I love this product. Yes, I know we have an electric one, but the rabbit ear wine opener is leaving, and it's incredible. And if you have this already, put it in the comments. But this is your wire cutter, so you can put this over the top and squeeze and twist it, and it pulls off the tinfoil, the wire part. And then you literally, I'll just pretend here. Here we go. I'll use the pepper. Literally, if that was the bottle of wine, you put this over the top with the arm up. You take the arm down, and then you pull back up. So up, down, up, and the cork will be here in the corkscrew. And then when you want to release the corkscrew, you just clamp it and release. I absolutely love it. Yes, we have an electric chargeable one that if you read the reviews gets incredible reviews, but I'm all about this in my line. So I was pretty sad to see that on the list. I've given that for so many gifts. From shower gifts to housewarming, I can't tell you over the years. It's really been a staple. The other staple that surprised me that's leaving is the apple peeler core slicer. You guys, that was in my kit 31 years ago. I still use it every time I'm making apple pie or applesauce. Really shocked that that's leaving the line. But lastly, I wanted to just show you a cookie that I made earlier this week too. And if this sounds good to you, I'll post the recipe in the comments. So let me grab this. I do all my baking on stone. I think stoneware is the way to go if you want perfect results. These are pretty perfect looking cookies. I wouldn't say the shape's exactly perfect, okay? Give me a break there. But the coloring, look, same as the top and the bottom. These are called Almond Joy cookies. So if you like Almond Joy candy bars, but you like cookies, you will love these. So I just made these on the stone just because they bake absolutely perfectly. And then this is my cookie spatula. This is what I love because it's so thin and it bends. And so you can slide right under that warm cookie to lift it up. And you guys, this is leaving. And they are replacing it with kind of the same version, but in a silicone coated one. So that'll work for some people, but I love this, and it's in the stainless steel tool set that's leaving, and it was just a game changer. We use it truly on fish a lot too because it is called a fish spatula, but it is my cookie spatula. The other thing is if you you want some things from our line, you want to order, you want to talk to me about that. If you have about 3 friends that want to order some things too, that's probably a party. And so we could easily throw together a party for you, and we could do it very quickly because of the virtual world. And you guys, the stoneware pieces, so all the pieces like the deep covered baker that I absolutely love, the cookie sheets, the pizza stones, they are the host bonus this month. So if you do want a few things, check with 2 or 3 friends and see if they want anything. I will be happy to set up a link for you and throw together a really fast party, and then you can get the cookie sheet if you need it as a host bonus gift too. So just so much going on. I know I took a little longer than normal, but I'll look for the comment feed. I'll post any of the recipes that you guys want to have. The quiche recipe that I'm doing for dinner is actually on our website. And on our blog on the website, you guys, we just posted the 10 most popular recipes people looked for in 2021 from our site. So you might want to take a peek at that too. So I hope you have a great Wednesday. I hope you're doing a fun, easy supper too. And let me know if you want to cook along, if you think that sounds like a fun idea, or if I can help you with anything else in the kitchen. See you soon.